Gordie, may I ask you to stand? The Honorary Doctor of Laws degree is among the highest honors the University of Saskatchewan can grant to any individual. To be so honored, the recipient must have made a distinguished contribution in a specific field or have demonstrated public service to the local, Canadian, or global public good, as well as be an inspiration to the graduating class. The University of Saskatchewan is proud to award the degree of Doctor of Laws to Gordie Howe. He is known internationally as Mr. Hockey for his peerless performance as a professional hockey player over a span of 33 years. In addition to his lifetime of accomplishments in his chosen field, his generous contributions to his community make him an inspiration for all Canadians. Born at Floral in 1928, Gordie was the sixth of 9 children born to farmers Albert and Catherine Howe. The family moved to Saskatoon within days of his birth. The Depression was a struggle for the Howes, as it was for so many in Saskatchewan. And here began the famous Howe work ethic. Suffering from a calcium deficiency, young Gordie took vitamins and did extensive exercises to improve his health. His on-ice life took root when he was 4 or 5 years old. His mother assisted a neighbor who needed money by purchasing a bag of used goods for $1.50. Within the bag was what was to become Gordie's first pair of skates. Gordie Howe practiced and worked relentlessly to improve his skating and hockey skills. By age 9, he was playing in an organized league. By age 12, he was on 5 different teams. At 15, the 6-foot-tall, 200-pound ambidextrous shooting Howe took part in a tryout with the New York Rangers in Winnipeg. He was deemed not good enough for the professional game. History does not record the fate of the New York Rangers scout who reached this conclusion. Fortunately, for generations of hockey fans, at 17, Gordie Howe was signed to a professional contract with the Detroit Red Wings. Once he made it to the NHL, he was recognized for his physical strength, tenacity, and high skill level. His consistency and superior play were second to none. Despite a severe head injury in 1950, which threatened his career, and countless other injuries throughout his years of play. Gordie Howe played more games in the National Hockey League than any other player in history. For 20 consecutive seasons, he finished in the top 5 among all NHL scorers. He retired after the 1970-71 season and took a position with the Red Wings front office, having captured 6 Art Ross trophies as the leading scorer, 6 Hart trophies as the most valuable player, and was part of 4 Stanley Cup teams. In 1973, he came out of retirement to play for the Houston Aeros of the World Hockey Association with his sons, Mark and Marty. He was named WHA Most Valuable Player in 1974 at the age of 46. He retired from the NHL Hartford Whalers in 1980 at the age of 52. Gordie Howe played a total of 33 years of professional hockey, being named to the National Hockey League All-Star team 23 times. In 1997, at the age of 69, he skated for one shift with the International Hockey League's Detroit Vipers, and this enabled him to have played professional hockey in 6 different decades. Among a handful of the very best players in the history of the game, Gordie Howe is a role model for those who take raw talent and use hard work and dedication to achieve great success. Known throughout his career for being accessible and generous, he and his late wife Colleen established the Howe Foundation, which raises money to enable children from across North America to play hockey, who otherwise would have been unable to afford the cost of equipment and registration fees. Among the philanthropic causes to which Gordie Howe has given his support are Kids Sport in Saskatoon, Lifestyle Hearing to promote better hearing across Canada, and funding dementia research. Gordie Howe was named an Officer of the Order of Canada He was named to the Hockey Hall of Fame as well as to the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame and 9 other Halls of Fame. He received the National Hockey League Lifetime Achievement Award in 2008. In 1967, he was honored as Canadian Athlete of the Year. Mr. Howe was named to Canada's Walk of Fame in 2000. In a letter of support for this honor, University alumnus and international hockey coach Dave King said, "Gordie Howe is a terrific role model. Beyond his hockey accomplishments, he has demonstrated quiet dignity and a selfless manner, reminding us that greatness goes beyond our careers and accomplishments." Wayne Gretzky, who also supported the nomination of Gordie Howe for this degree, stated, "Throughout my career and beyond, he has been a great mentor and inspired me. His inspiration has also reached many others and given them hope that a small-town Saskatchewan boy can indeed follow his dreams. I cannot think of a better way to show the respect of the community than by awarding him this degree." Gordie Howe has shown continually his ability to rise above adversity to achieve success. He overcame great odds to become the dominant figure in a sport that requires superior physical ability, commitment, and determination. He withstood serious injury and later defied conventional wisdom that he was too old to play at a high level. This man has brought honor to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and Canada. And, Mr. Hockey, you are about to experience a name change, or I should say, a nickname change. With the award of this degree, you shall become Dr. Hockey. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you Gordie Howe and ask that you confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of the province, and with the consent of the Senate of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.